Okay, so here we have 2014 Vauxhall Movano. I bought this one. It was a non-starter. Basically, it's only ever driven around an airport, so it's sat pretty much 10 miles an hour for the past 10 years or 9 years, pretty much. I got it. I had a block DPF, so as a non-starter, I thought, well, excellent. Disconnect that. We'll get that swapped out. Took it off. Still no start. Turning the engine over, it sounded great. Tested many different things, fuel, power supply, starter motors, you name it, everything. It's been in the garage for a while. They couldn't get it going. Eventually, when I've just decided I had enough, paid enough for that. I'm taking it back. Done a compression test, which obviously is a bit strange why they didn't do that, but as I said, it sounded like it had compression. So on the compression test, cylinders 1 was a little bit low. It was still fine, it wasn't too bad, but low. Cylinders 2 and 3 were really low, which 2 cylinders side by side, my understanding is usually the head gasket's gone, and cylinder 4 was absolutely fine. So compression test, yep, that's worked out, low compression. So what I'm doing now is a leak down test. So effectively what we're doing is, once we've turned the engine to get it top dead centre, apparently it's maybe on the compression stroke, I'm not sure which one that is, basically. So once you've done that, you put the vehicle back into gear, and then you put air into it. Now, I could be wrong, but my understanding is you put the air in when it's in top dead centre, on the compression stroke. If the air comes out of the exhaust, then your exhaust valves are the problem. If it comes back out your air intake, then your intake valves are the problem. If it comes out if it bubbles up through your water filler or something like that, then basically the head gasket's gone. If it comes out of your oil filler, that's your pistons or piston rings, which is the problem. That's just my basic understanding of it. Now, low compression, obviously we're going to have to strip this engine anyway, but obviously if the leak down test showed me that it was the intake valves, then I'm not going to then take apart the timing and everything like that, or take the block off after the timing, try and get in there, clean them up or whatever, or spray stuff in. But this one here, that's not the case. Now, I've already got cylinder 2's top dead centre. A lazy way to do the top dead centre, I've found, is with the van out of gear, is you fire the air in, and the one you put the air in spins the engine so that it's at the bottom, and it made, say, that one there top dead centre. Or you can just crank it over. Either way works. So this is one of the problem cylinders. Now, if you watch here, when I put the air in, the air I put in here is coming out of cylinder 3. Now, to me, that's not meant to happen, and that's quite a big problem. So I don't know, I'm not a mechanic or anything like that, I just occasionally do this sort of thing, but again, I don't really have a clue. But with putting the air into here, it should not come out of this cylinder. That's either, especially not at that rate, this could be the engine block having a crack, or I might be lucky, it might be just the head gasket gone, or hopefully something like that. I don't know if any other reason why the air would come out. As you can see as well, it's taken a little bit of oil with it. Yeah, it doesn't smell good either. Well, I didn't actually take any oil out that time. Maybe I've cleaned it when I was taking all the oil when I was doing it the first time round. the leak down test could save you a lot of time and effort if it's done right. I'm probably not doing it right. You can get leak down test kits, which I'll show you what one of those looks like. I do have one, but it's for a petrol car, so well, a petrol engine, so it'll be 2 seconds. Right, so this is the leak down test kit. Basically you're connecting this up on your compressor and putting this, like so, this would be where a spark plug goes. Put that into the engine, so that'll tell you the air pressure you've put into it, and this tells you the percentage of air lost. But in our case, I don't care about how much air is getting lost, because we know there's loads from the compression test. So great bit of kit if you're testing the quality of an engine, or if an engine's just not running right. But you know, but again, I'm not bothered about the quality of the engine because I know there is no quality just now. I'm just using that air compressor, a 50 litre Clark Ranger. It's been ideal. It's done everything I've needed it to. Got that one off of Machine Mart. Right, back to the van. So yeah, a bit of a disappointing result with this one. I was hoping it was just going to come out the air intake or something like that. Just then I could maybe try and find a way of cleaning those or spraying something onto them, or even, I don't know if this would work, but maybe filling the cylinder full of a DPF cleaner or something, and then turn the engine so as it soaked the valves maybe. I don't know, I would have been able to work something out, but this, unfortunately, this is strip, well, take the head off, which again, I'm not a mechanic, so I don't really know what to do on that one. I know I've got to take this off, raise the engine slightly, get this cover here off, and then to take this off, the cams are bolted into this. Well, it's bolted into this, so once I get that off, we should take the whole lump together. Anyone free to do a wee job? I don't fancy it, I don't know what I'm doing. I had a feeling I'd be doing something like this, so the front end, or a lot of the front end has been taken off. And it's all just sitting in the back, try not to get the reg into this one. Yeah, this is not going to be fun, but once it's up and running, I'll have a really good van. It's perfect underneath because it's never been on the road. It's just this problem here, so I don't know what would be easier, maybe another engine, but again, this has only got 28,000 on it. Anyway, tips and tricks, pop them in the comments for me please. I'd be happy to learn. As I says, I'm not a mechanic, so it's definitely a perfect time to learn how to be. Cheers.